Hi, I'm Hans-Peter from GuitarTricks.com. This is a lesson about advanced improvisation concepts on blues. In this case, it's a blues in D with the chords D7, G7, A7, and normal 12 bar blues. And first I'm going to play a little bit and then give you further explanations. So the blues in D, we can play minor pentatonics. We can play blues scale, and we can play mixolydian mode. And so on. Now I take the close you to give you further explanations. Okay, so now I've been talking about three scales in the introduction. I've been talking about the D minor pentatonics. I have been talking about the D blues scale. This is actually the same, nearly the same as the D minor pentatonics with the additional note. The flat 5. Here's the flat 5. Here's the flat 5. And I have been talking about the mixolydian mode, and this is a little bit more complex. The mixolydian mode is used on each chord, so meaning we have three types of scales. So we have the D mixolydian scale, which we're gonna play. That one we're gonna play on the D chord. We have the G mixolydian scale, which is the same pattern but down here. To make it easy, we are using the same pattern now. And we have the A mixolydian mode. To keep it easy, still the same pattern. Of course, you can use other patterns that you don't have to jump around the fretboard, but actually, this is the way how you treat it. So, when we use different scales on a blues, when you know from basic improvisation stuff on a blues in D, you can play D minor pentatonics and D minor pentatonic licks over the whole blues in D. I'm going to show you that one. We play, for instance, a small lick here. This is a lick in the D minor pentatonics. Or you can play that lick or any other lick in the D minor pentatonics over the whole form. Or you can play a lick in the D blues scale over the whole form as well, like this one here. Okay, now you've seen it's pretty easy to play those two scales on a blues because you can play any lick, any pattern, anything on those two scales of the whole blues. Now when it comes to the mixolydian modes, you have to adapt it to each chord changement, meaning since with the form here we begin with 4 bars of D7. We play a lick, as for instance, a lick in D mixolydian mode, and this is a typical blues lick in the mixolydian mode in D. So later on, it switches to 2 bars of G, and then you have to adapt the lick in the mixolydian mode to the new chord, meaning you're playing now G mixolydian mode, and this lick here in D mixolydian mode in G is the same as here. I just use the same pattern. That's why I jumped down here, but you can play it in any pattern like that. The same thing, but in a different pattern, but still the same lick. When we come to the A7 chord, you have to go to A mixolydian mode, and that's the whole thing, okay? So we play D mixolydian mode. Now it switches to G, okay? Or back to D. Now to A, G, D, A. Okay, now you have seen those 3 scales which can be used on blues. You can use even more scales, but this is more into jazz and stuff like that. The secret is the mixture between those 3 scales. You don't need to mix up, you can mix up. It depends which one you like more or dislike more, because this is the main thing on blues is your personal expression, and therefore you need to know what you like or don't like on playing. And then when you're getting things together, you add some licks in the different type of scale, and then I'm sure you're gonna sound great and people gonna love it. See ya.